art has that ability to create openings and create peace and create space. I'm Cindy Malinick, and I'm the Executive Director of the Jule Smith Museum of Fine Art at Auburn University.
My name's Kezia Quincy. I'm a marketing major and I'm going to be a rising senior, and I work with the visitor services, and I'm also a leader for the Student Advisory Board.
My name's Chris Molinsky. I'm the Director of Education, Engagement, and Learning at the Jule Smith Museum of Fine Art at Auburn University.
Hi, my name is Madison Champion. I'm a student guide here at the Jule, and I am a senior in software engineering.
We are an academic museum and gallery, and there are only about 400 of them in the United States, and that's our main purpose. Even though we're sort of outside of the campus core, we really are here to support faculty and students.
The Student Guide program is brand new, and I'm so excited to see Auburn students here as leaders and to see them engage with any member of the public that comes in.
Most commonly, I will be giving a tour. All kinds of age groups come through here, so sometimes it can be for an elderly group, sometimes it can be for a preschool, K through 12 kind of group. I really try to create a very personal energy with anyone that comes through the museum, so I'm asking them a lot of questions, getting to know them, trying to see where their interests lie. And usually before they come in, I try to do some background research on that age demographic, what kinds of questions are going to get them the most engaged.
It's rewarding to see students here. We had a program last night that was attended by, and I'm not kidding, a 3-year-old and an 80-year-old and everyone in between. And for them to get to see up close sculpture that has never been exhibited before, that's on tour, it's really rewarding for me to see people get to engage in that way.
A lot of things that I learn when I'm here, I can apply in my marketing classes because I get to talk to a lot of people, and marketing is a lot of communication and just being able to relate to people and speak to them. So whenever I have a hard time here or it's something I learned here, I always go back to class and it's like a connection, especially some of my management classes. It's just a lot of things with people and just learning how to really show them artwork.
I think that working at the museum has really widened my palette of things, so my skill set has been widened. I feel like now I am much more well-spoken. I'm able to speak to different groups. It's helped with public speaking a lot, which especially in a technical major, you're kind of by yourself, you're working on projects, but here being so community-based has taught me that that's something that is really important to me, something that I'm really passionate about. And so having the balance between the two, first of all, has shown me that I need something like this. I need this creativity in my life, and it really helps out with giving myself a break, taking care of myself. And so I think in the future in my job search, it'll kind of narrow down exactly what I'm interested in, exactly what I'm wanting, and marrying these two things together, merging them together will just be, I'll know that that's the kind of job that I'm looking for.
That's important, right? When people come into a museum, that they somehow see themselves reflected in the art and or in the people that they encounter, because when we have a comfort level, that's when we can relax and kind of open up and learn more.
So this is Kevin Briscoe's Radical Naturalism piece, one of them, and I really like this exhibit because of the way it talks about moving away and coming back to your home or a different place and being different, but also that area being different. So a lot of the pieces are duplicates and they look like they're the exact same, but if you look at it, there are difference in shadows, colors, lighting, and he also used to work as an electrician, so you can see that in his artwork. And I just it really meant a lot to me because I'm not from Auburn, I'm from Atlanta, so whenever I go back home, things are a little different and I'm a little different, so it's always interesting to see how things change. And so this art piece means a lot to me.
This piece is the Adams Memorial. It is by Augusta St. Gaudens. I love this piece because, so this one's actually made of plaster. It's just a maquette of the real version, which is made out of bronze. But I love that you don't really have to dig deep to connect to this piece. The second you walk in, you kind of feel the weight. You feel a little bit of darkness, the emotion that comes from it. You don't have to pry it. You don't have to have someone ask you questions to engage with it. It kind of engages with you the second that you walk in. A lot of these pieces and the monuments and myths sometimes can support a kind of like a liveliness of these people that they're trying to tell their story, but this is kind of the opposite. It's like an after-death piece. So I love that it's different, I love the weight of it, and I love all the different techniques that you can see in the piece.
I think it's really important for students and faculty and all of our visitors, our alums, when they're back in town, to just run into art. You know, you go to most major campuses in the United States, and there's sculpture everywhere. It's outdoors, and you just happen to, even if you don't stop and read a label, but you walk by it and you never know what thought might occur to someone, or what kind of inspiration or solace or dialogue or provocation might come up with that. I think it's important for people to be able to access art in a way that doesn't necessarily require you to get in a car or, you know, walk in the front doors of a place. It should be everywhere.
One of the things I'm excited about with Alumni Engagement is that we are really a bridge between the university and the public. So when members of the Auburn community transition from being students to alumni, this is still a place they can visit. We're open to the public 6 days a week. You don't have to have permission to come here the way that you might to visit a classroom again. Once you graduate and you're no longer a student, it's hard to engage with those kinds of classroom learning experiences, but the museum is still a place where alumni can do that. Where we have small gallery talks, tours, we have a study room downstairs where anyone can come and reserve objects from the permanent collection to look at either with a group or by yourself. We also have major events in our auditorium every month that provide incredible learning opportunities for leading scholars, artists from all over the world who visit Auburn. And this is a kind of public classroom for alumni to come back and spend more time in the Auburn community.
When we earned our reaccreditation in the fall, we were celebrating. And again, it tells the rest of the museum world that we're doing the right thing here. We're doing exactly what we should be doing. And 10 years from now, we'll do it again.